Hi everyone, it's Jen here from tarotspirits.net, here doing your weekly reading. And this is for the week beginning October 2nd. Happy October. I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot and the Mystic Dreamer Tarot today. So a couple cards already came out. Let's see what else comes out. So I plan on having the October readings up today or tomorrow. Sorry for the delay. September kind of was just all of a sudden over before I knew what was happening. Okay, let's see what we have. The Fool, you know I love the Fool card. And the King of Wands, I love him. The Knight of Cups, wow. That's nice. Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So at the bottom of the Mystic Dreamer, we have the Seven of Cups. And this is a card about daydreaming and thinking and considering all your options and possibilities. And the caution of this card is that sometimes you have to take the thoughts and dreams and ideas. Eventually, they have to go from the dream world, in your brain to somehow making them happen. You can't spend your life dreaming about things without taking any practical action, because then nothing, it will only just stay in your brain, in your dreams and thoughts. And that goes so nicely with the Fool, because that's what the Fool's about. It's about taking a risk, taking a chance on yourself, heading down a path even if you don't know where the path exactly leads to, taking a leap of faith and grabbing one of those ideas out of those seven cups and running with it and going for it and bringing it, trying to make it manifest in the real world. The bottom of the Mystic Dreamer is the Eight of Cups. We have two Eight of Cups now on the table because it's also down here in the Mystic Dreamer deck. So this is a card about, it's coming to the realization that there's a situation in our lives is no longer emotionally satisfying and can even be usually one that's causing us some sort of distress. And it's that moment in time when we sort of get that. It's just like, you know what, I need to remove myself from this situation. I can no longer allow myself to just be unhappy and sad and emotionally potentially abusive or just negative, bad vibes situation. You've probably worked, there's some work environments that are just happy and positive. Even if it's stressful and you guys are working hard, it's still like a positive, supportive atmosphere. And then there are other places that it's just negative and gossipy and lots of just bad vibes. So this is saying I'm getting out of those bad vibes and I'm moving on, and I'm looking forward though. So this also goes nicely with this Fool, because you don't have to be, sometimes you are really happy about it, but sometimes it's bittersweet, because usually you have spent a lot of your time and energy in a situation to try to make it better. And so it's kind of like, well, that was a waste of, however many years that, it's hard to let go of that. But once you let go, then again, you can bring in this Fool energy of, well, the possibilities are endless now. Where do I want to go? And picking one of these new adventures, new ideas to act on, and start living again in a new direction. So endings can be difficult and change can be difficult, but it can be a very, very positive thing. And that's where this guy's energy comes in. I mean, he is just like, let's go for it. He's going to rally the troops. He's going to have everyone excited and motivated and enthusiastic about this new path they're setting on. Everyone, he's going to create a positive office atmosphere. He's going to be someone in a relationship that's there. It's just going to like, let's do stuff. Like, let's live, let's, I don't want to sit here dreaming about these different seven of cups and different options. Let's pick one and do it and get out there and live. For some of you, this is definitely about a relationship. It doesn't have to be. It can be any type of situation, but this is sort of, I would say that, the Eight of Cups, so leaving something behind, and you have to do that in order to let something new in. So releasing the past. The Eight of Cups is really sort of the let it go card in some ways to me. It's like, this isn't working, and you realize it, and you start off on, you turn away from it. She's turned away from this in both of these cards. She's turned away from the situation and is moving on. But making sure you work on letting it go is very important, because until you let it go, you can't truly bring something else in. And there is an offering coming in with this card. And it's a new emotional beginning. It's a change in your emotions this night. So he's going to bring about a new emotional situation. Now, when you've been through, we have two Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups moments can be hard to be receptive to new relationships, new situations, new environments, because of our just our memory. It almost can become a visceral reaction from past experiences. Even it's like a mini PTSD, like, oh, how can I, of not adding all that history of maybe a negative situation into this new situation. So trying to let go, cut cords, and really look at the new situation with fresh eyes and newness and new possibilities, and releasing the past. These butterflies of transformation in this card. So definitely an offer, can be a job offer, could be from someone with a fire sign energy, male or female. And we actually have two offerings on the table because we have the Page of Pentacles. So definitely for some of you, a new job, a promotion, a new opportunity. Really acting this week on making our dreams a reality. And that doesn't mean, I want to become, I always use this, I don't know why, a yoga instructor. Well, obviously you can't make that happen instantly, but you can start making sure you're practicing every day. There are lots of courses to become a yoga teacher. You can look into those, sign up for one, and begin that journey. And the Page of Pentacles is very much able to defer instant gratification. So that Seven of Cups energy too, sometimes it's hard to pick one because we're like, oh, I want to do that, but it will take 4 years. Well, time passes anyway. You might as well start, because 3-4 years will pass before you know it, and you will have done all that work. I know that was for me with school. I have free education at the university I work at, and it was at least a year I was there before I started. I'm like, I need to just start taking classes. Had I started, I would have already had 2 under my belt. And so I just started taking it, and a class a year, 3 years went by, and I had my certificate. It happens before you know it. So just start putting one foot in front of the other and trust that it will pay off in the future. And that's this page's energy. It's the page who all of a sudden starts mowing the lawn when they're a kid, and saving money, not spending, or at least saving some of it. And before he knows it, by the time he's, a sophomore in high school and starting to think about a car, he's got a couple $1,000s in the bank. And that's that lesson of, interesting, I can accumulate money, and I can, if I am disciplined, I can make things I do now, actions I take now will be very beneficial in the future. This is just about choices, making some choices from that Seven of Cups of what you really want to manifest and just really starting to make it happen. So this whole week is about letting go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Whatever you have to do, go to therapy, do a cord cutting, really, really consider, okay, have I really let go of that old relationship? Have I really let go of that old situation? Am I still carrying that burden and those visceral reactions around with me and contaminating the present with things that happened in the past? And so consider that, to try to really make some plans and thoughtfully say, I'm going to let this go. Sometimes writing things down and burning it or burying it in the backyard, it's a new moon, new start. What do we want to bring forth now? And that way you open up for this Knight of Cups and this Page of Pentacles energy, these offers, these new things coming to you. But you do need to do some work in order to be set yourself up to be receptive to those offerings coming in. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.